What is up guys, Major right here, and it seems Pitfall has made yet another video about drama that I was involved in. And of course I know people are going to be angry if I don't make a response video to clear things up, so here it is. Once again, I'll be going through claims said in the video and breaking it down, pointing out where Sudi is misinformed, misconceptions, and my point of view. Anyways, let's get into it. There's a lot of different views on this, so let me give you some more insight than what was said on Sudi's video. First off, while Jessica did join the group chat 2 days beforehand, she had been friends with most of us for months prior. I don't exactly get how Zach thinks that she was, and I quote, an acquaintance, when the rest of the group met her and started hanging out in Casserole, a private server, since around July or August, and that was also when OTDX granted her account to white brackets, and stopped after that. I personally had been friends with her before that, from around May or June. The idea that she was only around us when Minor was is just absurd, as when we were all hanging out in Casserole, Jessica included, was when Minor was taking a month break from Pit and Discord. Minor was barely even active in the server, yet Jessica was always hanging out with us. Weird. I'd also like to point out that I'm shocked Jessica even tried to be friends with some members of Huntsmen, such as Zach, who a couple months beforehand was constantly harassing her and Awit. So I don't get why the consensus is that she was unknown before joining Huntsmen, as she'd been friends with all of us months beforehand. Anyways, on to what happened. Rezi offered 50k for the entire Huntsman stash of items, not just our god set, but every item we had, across all of our accounts. Fun fact, it was actually Jessica who got the offer from Rezi, so she of course brought it up to the group. This is where the problems came in. Minor and Jessica were leaning towards splitting it even between the 7 of us, while the others were trying to say that she should get less. I was trying to be rational with both sides, since while it is true that Jessica was a newer addition to the group than everyone else, Minor also brought up some valid points. Minor and Ochill did way more than the rest of the group, so if we went off of how much work was put in, they should get astronomically more than the rest of us. But Minor didn't want that, he just wanted an even split. Zach actually agreed that we'd split it even, and he said that he was just showing his point of view. The dust settled, and we had come to an agreement. Everyone gets an equal share. I personally agreed with this, as that is the fairest and, safest way to come to a compromise, rather than arguing who deserves what. However, after this, Zach decided it was a good idea to make a new group chat without Minor and Jessica, and basically use mob mentality to rile everyone else up. They said her even getting 2k was extremely generous, and that she deserved none of it. After they got all riled up, they went back into the group chat with Minor and Jessica and brought it up again, and this is where things got bad. They were more aggressive about it this time, saying some offensive and hurtful words, and Minor and Jessica just ghosted them after this. A while later, Minor messaged me basically saying he was shocked that they'd even do this. He felt betrayed by them. He felt like they were only in it for the money to begin with, and that they said some shit he couldn't forgive them for. Minor does have a bit of a point here. Why does getting an extra $800 matter so much to them? You're already getting 7.2k, that's already way more than any Pit player should be able to cash out for in the first place. And to be quite honest, Jessica needed that money more than most of us did. I know me and Minor wouldn't have done much with it. I think OTDX wanted a new PC, and I'm not sure about what Zach wanted to do. Meanwhile, Jessica's going to college soon, and that money would help her out a lot. The way I look at it, why not be nice and get $800 less, but help out your friend drastically with going to college? But that's just how I look at it. I can't say the same for everyone else. The only person in the group who would have needed it more than her is Ochill, as he actually can't even go to school at the moment due to his financial situation. Anyways, Minor told me that he doesn't think he's giving any items back to them, and that I shouldn't either. I tried being rational about everything. I told him maybe he should calm down and look at the situation with a different point of view, to which he replied that he's been rereading the messages all day, and if anything it made it worse. He simply didn't want to associate with them anymore, and I did what I could to try and prevent that, since, they were all my friends, but you can't just force someone to be friends and have a trust with someone. That's just not how it works. And as part of my family, I'm gonna be by Minor's side in situations where I have to choose. I'm sorry, but that's how family works. However, I will say I think Minor taking all the good items off of OTDX's all was too far. It was kinda uncalled for. Anyways, Minor and Jessica leave the group chats, and I'm just sort of stuck in a bad position. I don't want to abandon my friends, but I also can't go behind my brother's back. After not responding to them, they eventually kicked me from all the group chats and removed me on Discord. A little while later, they started having Jessica's IRL leaked to the community, spreading the story of Jessica joined Huntsman and wanted $7,000, and when we said no, they scammed us and all that. It's just a dumb situation all around. What I don't like is that people try to blame me for what happened. I tried stopping Minor from leaving, but he didn't want to budge, and once again, you can't force people to be friends. The idea that I sided with Minor because it provided a higher gain for me is just fucking stupid, and that's not the case. Anyways, this drama was once again just really stupid, and like, Resi backed out of the offer anyways, so all the lost friendships were actually for nothing in the first place. And while you can argue whether Minor's right or wrong, whether Jessica deserved that amount or not, there is one thing I can say with confidence. Had Zach not made that group chat, after we had already agreed to split even, and used mob mentality to persuade the group into wanting Jessica to get nothing, none of this would have happened. Zach is a fucking idiot for doing that, hands down. This isn't really victim blaming, as this literally would not have happened had he not made that group chat after we'd come to a compromise. And at this point, I honestly don't really care about this drama anymore. I'm still friends with most of the group anyways. The only ones who don't want to be friends with me anymore are Zach and OTDX from what it seems. Also, to clear things up with what happened with Jeffrey. I borrowed Jeffrey's sword with bad collateral and he was auto-blocking in the lobby while I was borrowing it, so I messaged my mod friend about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, I did purposely get him banned so I could keep the sword for longer. When he was close to getting unbanned though, I had a feeling that I wouldn't have the heart to keep it once he was back. I told Minor about this, and he simply told me that he'd hold on to it, he was borrowing it since he needed gold anyways, and keep it himself since he didn't have a problem scamming people he doesn't like. But once again, not sugarcoating it, I am at fault here. Unfortunately for the people who hate me, that can't be said for the rest of the video. I also want to point out that Jeffrey and me have made amends since then, and we're actually chill now. Anyways, hopefully back to normal uploads after this. Just had to shed more light on the situation and show a different perspective. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I also forgot to mention, but if you have any questions about this or anything else, feel free to join my Discord server and ask away. As long as it's something not, like, really stupid, I probably will answer it. So, yeah. Anyways, peace.